friends, welcome back to my channel. My name is Victoria and today we're going to be going over my Kindle Unlimited TBR. I've done this video a couple of times but not in a really long time, so everything's different. I have entirely new books on my Kindle that I have downloaded from Kindle Unlimited. I am a big Kindle Unlimited user. I mostly read audiobooks, but when I'm not reading an audiobook, I'm still 100% a digital reader, so I'm reading on my Kindle. So I am going to go through and show you the ones that I currently have checked out from Kindle Unlimited. So first, I wanted to show you my Kindle. This is the case that I have. I used to be a full clear case girly, but because I love the stickers that I can switch out on the back, but I wanted to get a cover because I bring my Kindle when I travel a lot, and so I wanted to have a cover. I've had issues with it getting like scratched or worried, so I got this one, which has these like really beautiful flowers on the front. I friggin' love it. And then I got one that has the clear on the back, so it's best of both worlds because I have this giant thing like full of stickers that I interchange out with the stickers that I have on my back. So I have a ton of stickers and I switch them out like every month-ish, and I love doing it. I love having it. I love my Kindle. I have the Kindle Paperwhite 11th generation, I think. I got it in 2020. It was either the end of 2022 or like the very beginning, like January, February 2023. But I love it. I'm very happy with it. I do want to buy a new one. Not because there is anything wrong with this one. Like, this is still like really fast and it works so perfectly. But I just like to buy stuff, so I've been like holding myself back from buying like the pink one or the green one that they have. Mine is blue. I do have a blue version. When they did release the Kindle Paperwhite, it came in like denim, or I don't know, there was one other color, but I have denim. So it is blue on the back, but the pink one and the green one are just so pretty. So, but I love my Kindle Paperwhite, and recently actually I got a Kindle clicker and game changer. I love it. I am chronically ill and deal with chronic pain, and sometimes laying with my Kindle and like having to have my arm up to like click the pages can really hurt my shoulder or my wrist, and it'll get like really stiff or it'll get really painful. And so with the clicker that I recently got, you can open it and you just like hook the little thing right onto the edge, and when you click the buttons, it changes the page, which is so great. I've heard so many people talk about them, but I was always like, no, it's fine. And then I finally got it. It was on sale and I grabbed it, and I'm never going back. I love it so much, so useful. Like, definitely, especially if your like wrists or your arms or your shoulders get really painful or tired, arthritis, anything like that, clicker is a game changer. So I recently got that. But yeah, now we're just gonna go into my books that I have downloaded from Kindle Unlimited. I'm actually gonna use my phone to go through them, all the ones that I have, and just like open the Kindle app on my phone and tell you which ones that I have, because I didn't prepare for this video. I didn't write them down. We're just going with the vibes, okay? Okay. With Kindle Unlimited, it is a subscription service where you pay monthly and you can download up to 20 books on your Kindle at a time. I usually do have 20 downloaded, but I think I have 17 right now. No, I have 18 right now. So you can download up to 20, but I have 18 downloaded right now. I do usually keep 20 on there because whenever I see a book that like looks super interesting or like really strikes my fancy that I don't want to forget about, I'll go to Kindle Unlimited and like immediately download it as like a way to remember it, so that I can then go back to it and be like actually look more into whether I want to read it or not. I just recently did like a whole sweep of my Kindle Unlimited, which is why I wanted to film this video, because they're all fresh and new ones that are on there right now. So I am gonna go through and let you know all of the 18 books that I have currently checked out from Kindle Unlimited. So the first one that I have on there is Tame the Heart by Ava Hunter. I have heard so many amazing things about Ava Hunter, and I think I did actually meet her in Vegas. Was that her? I'm pretty sure it was her who I met, and I actually like left my phone at her table by accident, and she had to come and track me down afterwards. So she was really, really sweet, and she had amazing stickers. That is what I remember about being at Ava Hunter's table. She had amazing stickers, and all of them just like made me want to read the books more. And so many of my friends love her books. So this is the first one in the series. It's cowboys, I'm assuming, just based on like the cover and like some of the like aesthetic that I've seen from her because I follow her on Instagram. But it looks really good. I'm really excited about it and I want to read it. The next one that I have is Poker Face by Maggie Gates. There is Paula from on Instagram. What is her Instagram handle? Let me look it up. It's Paula's Bookshelf is her Instagram handle. She loves Maggie Gates and posts about her all the time, and I've never read any of her books, so I downloaded this one because I want to try her out and see if I like her. I really truly have zero idea what this book is about. I usually don't. I usually know like one thing about each of the books that I download, and this one, it's that Paula loves her and talks about her all the time. So that's why I have it downloaded. I hope I love it. I truly have no idea what it's about. I mean, I can click on the book. I'm gonna click on the book details and see if I can like slightly. It looks like it's a celebrity romance. It is a poker club, the Poker Club series, and it's an enemies to lovers romance that features a grumpy hero with a swoony side, with a heroine that would rather be jumping off of roofs than picking out glass slippers. That sounds fabulous. I'm in. I want to read it. The next one that I have is Hooks In by Eve Holmes. And this is a rival MMA fighters MM romance. So it's two guys and they're rival MMA fighters. And I work with a lot of MM authors, and so I'm in a lot of MM Facebook groups, and this one was mentioned and so many people were talking about how much they loved it. So I had to download it. I love MM books, so I was like, yes, fighters and MM, I am in. Plus, like, rivals to lovers, like, makes me so happy. Like, I like rivals better than, like, enemies. I think it's gonna be so good. I'm really, really excited about it. And that one is a duet, so I know, based on that Facebook post that I saw, that this one ends on, like, a happy for now, and then the second one ends on, like, a full HEA, because it is a duet. The next one that I have is Plier. Plier. I want to pronounce it Plier, but it has an R on the end, so it's like P-L-I-E-R, Plier. I don't know. In my head, when I look at it, every time I hear in my head it says plie. That's not actually what it's called, but that's what my head tells me it's called. And I actually downloaded this because somebody in my comments mentioned it as a favorite of theirs for Why Choose Romance. You guys know Why Choose Romance is one of my favorite things in the world. I love a Why Choose Romance, and I am very, very excited whenever somebody gives me recommendations for one. I always just like fully download it. I think that this one might be like slightly Omegaverse also, because it mentions like omegas, betas, deltas kind of thing, but it is a 6-book series, and it talks about how it's the Hunger Games with America's Got Talent. And on Goodreads, it like includes a bunch of things that's like if you love like bonds that tie. It's Why Choose. It sounds really interesting, and somebody recommended it to me, so I'm gonna try it. The next one that I have is Viciously Yours by Jamie Applegate Hunter, and this is a fantasy romance that my roommate actually told me about. She saw a reel for it. She's not on TikTok, so she saw a reel for it that like she sent to me and was like, oh my god, this looks amazing, like we should read this. And she bought the paperback copy and I downloaded it on Kindle Unlimited. So at some point we're gonna try and buddy read it. We'll see. We're not great at buddy reading it. The last time we tried to buddy read a book, I read it and she didn't. And the time before that, she read it and I didn't. So we're gonna see if we can try and coordinate. But all I know about it is a fantasy romance, and from this like 1-sentence reel that I saw, it looked pretty great. The next one that I have is Not Giving Up by, I don't remember who wrote this, Thea Mason and Jenny Peck. This one is an Olympic Omegaverse. I usually have one Omegaverse book downloaded on Kindle Unlimited at all times. I recently read the one that had been on there for like 8 months, and I just downloaded this new one. Somebody recommended it to me again in my comments, and I'm gonna try it out. Again, why choose Omegaverse? It sounds great. I'm into it. And sports, because Olympic. The next one that I have is Little Stranger, which is a taboo romance, and it's extremely triggering content, is what it says. But this one is another one that I downloaded because of a TikTok. I saw a TikTok for it, and it was like immediate download, like those kind of ones where you like see like 1 or 2 sentence quote from it and you're like, I need to download that. So this one is just waiting for me to have like a taboo feeling when I'm like ready to read a taboo romance, because it comes, but it's rare. So that one is my taboo romance that's waiting. The next one I have is Finding Delaware, which is another MM romance. This one I believe is also Rivals, but it is motocross, I think. So it's like rival motocross, and it's by Bree Wiley, I think is who wrote it. Yeah, Bree Wiley. But so many people love this book. So many of my friends who like read MM put this on their like top books of last year. So I really want to try and get to it. I think it sounds fabulous. Then I have Beautiful Fiend by Lola King. This is another dark romance book. I saw a bunch of YouTubers, dark romance YouTubers, talking about it, and they talked about how if you loved the Legacy of God series by Rena Kent, that this one was one that they recommended going to like next or trying. And I loved the Legacy of God series by Rena Kent, so I was like, yes, please, that sounds great. Add to cart. Then I have Fight by this is a series where, this one's Sloane St. James. So this is the series that's called Sky Ridge Hotshots, and it's like all firefighter guys, but each book is written by a different author. They all came out in January, I think, at the beginning of January. And I've seen a bunch of people read them, but the reason why I want to read them is because their covers. I'm obsessed with this cover. I'm obsessed with these 3 covers. It's the same cover designer who did Bourbon and Lies, and I love those covers. So this is very much like a cover download, although when I read the description and it was like firefighters, I was like, yes, please, that sounds great. So I'm excited for it. The next one I have is the one that I'm actually currently reading on Kindle Unlimited, and that is Forged in Blood by Sadie Kincaid. This is part of her paranormal trilogy that she has. It is vampire reverse harem, and it is so good. Oh my god, it's so good. I absolutely devoured book 1 in the series and then immediately downloaded and went into book 2, and I'm about 30% into book 2. I am absolutely loving this book. It is so good. It's like fully hitting, but it is very spicy. It is 4 vampires and this girl who didn't know that she has powers, and I'm obsessed with it. I'm having such a great time with it. Like, it's really like, it's really hitting. The next one that I have is one that I downloaded because I saw Avery from Ava's Romance Books talk about it, and that's called The Art of Avoiding Your Werewolf. Honestly, the reason why I downloaded this is because 1, Avery was talking about it, that she liked it, and 2, the title is hilarious. The Art of Avoiding Your Werewolf. It just sounded so fun just based on the title. So this one was very much like judge a book by its title, where I was like, that sounds fun, I want to read it. Then I have Empire of Temptation by Mila Finelli. This is Mila Finelli's new Mafia series. I loved her previous Mafia series. What is that called? The Kings of Italy series. I loved the Kings of Italy series. This is her new Mafia series. I am a huge Mila Finelli fan. I also love her as Joanna Shupe. She is the historical romance author Joanna Shupe. So I love her writing both in historical and in Mafia, so I'm very excited for something new from her. Then I have Chasing the Wild by, what is her name? Elliot Rose. This one is book 1 in the Crimson Ridge series, and I follow Elliot Rose on Instagram, and I love the aesthetics that she puts forward for her books. I think they sound so good. I have yet to read this one, but I'm very, very excited, and I'm hoping that I can read it really, really soon. Also, her books tend to feature plus size main characters, which I'm very excited for. She has a fantasy one that I really want to try also, but I'm just intrigued by Elliot Rose in general. But this one has gotten a lot of really, really good reviews, and I'm very excited for it. It's another one that my roommate and I are both interested in, so we might try and do that one together too. Then I have another reverse harem one that's paranormal, and that is Cursed Beasts. And it is like a Beauty and the Beast style retelling, but it's White Shoes. It says 365 days to break the curse, and I'm not just stuck with that, I'm hunted by them. So it just sounds super good, and I love Beauty and the Beast retellings. I love White Shoes, and I love paranormal, so I'm 100% in. Then the final book that I have downloaded on my Kindle from Kindle Unlimited is Pucked Up by Helena Hunting, which is not one that I'm planning on reading. That's not why it's downloaded. I have already read this book a couple of times. I have it downloaded because I was making graphics for it I work for Helena. So honestly, I usually have one or two of my author's books downloaded on my Kindle from Kindle Unlimited because I use them to make content, grab like quotes or things that I loved from the books that I have highlighted. So that's, I usually have. I'm surprised there's not a Kiki Clark book downloaded on here. I usually have one. And then the other one that gets us to 18 is actually the first book to the Broken Bloodline series by Sadie Kincaid. I have both Forged and Promised in Blood downloaded because I never returned the first one when I finished it, because I just finished it yesterday, or last night, the night before, whatever it was. Very recently, I just finished it. So I have both the first and the second one downloaded. I'm currently reading the second one. I loved the first one. But that's all of them. That's all of the books that I currently have downloaded on Kindle Unlimited. This was just a quick chatty TBR video of like stuff that I'm like interested in reading, and a lot of those I'm going to try and read on ebook. Sometimes there's one or two that I have downloaded because I want to listen to the audiobook and I just haven't paid the $7.50 yet from Whispersync. But I think most of those I plan on reading actually like with my eyeballs on Kindle Unlimited. But that is it for this video. Please let me know in the comments if you've read any of these, which ones you like, what your thoughts are on them, if you think I'm gonna like them. I would love to hear about it. And let me know if there's any other ones that should be added to my Kindle Unlimited TBR that I don't know about, especially if it's White Shoes, please. Please give me some more White Shoes. I need so many. But that's gonna be it for this video. So thank you so much for watching. Like if you liked it, subscribe, stick around, see more content from me, and I hope that you have the absolute best day. Bye.